yourself a Bitkey. Please buy yourself a Bitkey. Hackers and scammers are trying to get your Bitcoin, and eventually, for some of you, they will succeed if you do not buy yourself a Bitkey. Just in the last week, I've worked with multiple people who combined have lost more than $100,000 to hackers and scammers. In each situation, it's different. Sometimes people get called out of the blue by somebody pretending to be a security consult, on the security team for Coinbase or one of the other major cryptocurrency exchanges. Sometimes it's, people claiming fraudulent activity on an account and offering to help lock it down. Other times it's people they don't have two-step verification turned on their Google account. Hackers get hold of their Google account, which gives them access to two-factor authentication codes on Google Authenticator. It gives them access to the password manager for Google. They get into cryptocurrency accounts that way. Literally in the last 1 week, multiple people, I've been on the phone with multiple people who have been either hacked or scammed out of more than $100,000. And maybe some of them will get it back. Probably they won't. It's really, really hard. So buy yourself a Bitkey. What is a Bitkey? A Bitkey is this little octagonal, however you say that, octagonal, I think, octagonal device, six-sided little device that stores a Bitcoin private key on it. And in order to move your Bitcoin, you have to touch the device to the back of your phone. And hackers obviously can't touch your device to the back of their phone because they don't have your device. And so it keeps hackers from getting your Bitcoin. Now, the team behind Bitkey, it's made by Square, uh, now called Block. They used to be called Square. They make the Square payment terminals. They make the app, Cash App. So if you've heard of Cash App, it's made by the same people. The company is founded and run by Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter. After he sold Twitter to Elon Musk, he focused exclusively on his financial company, which is now called Block. It used to be called Square. But again, they make payment terminals which is the Square payment terminals. They make Cash App and they make Bitkey. And he's Jack Dorsey's a big supporter of Bitcoin. So they thought of everything to make sure you are not going to lose your Bitcoin. So this little thing, this little octagon thing that you have to touch to your phone to move your Bitcoin around, um, that little device, you have to have it. So hackers can't move your Bitcoin if you don't have the device. If you lose the device, your phone can put a key back on a new Bitkey device. If you lose your phone, your Bitkey device can put the private key back on your phone. Because in order for your Bitcoin to move, the two devices have to touch. The phone and the Bitkey device have to touch in order for it to basically combine, sign the transaction, and move the Bitcoin. So a hacker does not physically hold your phone, and they don't physically hold your Bitkey device because that's the whole point. You keep it somewhere safe. If you somehow lose your Bitkey device and your phone simultaneously, they have a recovery process built in where you have to wait 7 days to make sure it's not a hacker. It sends you a bunch of push notifications, a bunch of emails, a bunch of text messages saying, hey, are you sure you want the Block company to restore the key to a new Bitkey device and to a new phone of yours if you lose both of those? And they have all sorts of security backups in place to make sure that it's basically impossible for a hacker to get your Bitcoin key restored to their phone or their Bitkey device. So it's a brilliant device that they made it literally, just almost statistically impossible that you could possibly lose your Bitcoin due to doing something wrong. And also, like, statistically impossible that a hacker or scammer can get their hands on it. Recently, and this is somebody I didn't know, so just more than $100,000 lost by literally multiple people I do know. Separate from that, there's a person online who last week lost $91 million by a scammer. A scammer pretended to be Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange, and Ledger, which is the hardware wallet manufacturer. And because all of that, the way all of that works involves seed phrases and complicated stuff, they were able to trick him into transferring his Bitcoin, which again would not happen with Bitkey because with Bitkey, you don't have seed phrases that you can give to a scammer, and all of the tricks that scammers know to use and hackers know how to use, they just don't work on Bitkey. And that's by design. Literally, when they invented Bitkey, they tried to make it absolutely hacker proof and scammer proof. And foolproof, meaning you can't screw it up. So they thought of absolutely everything to make sure you couldn't screw it up and a hacker couldn't get to it, a scammer couldn't get to it, and your Bitcoin would be safe forever. So again, they've got recovery built in. If you lose your phone, you're still good. If you lose your Bitkey device, you're still good. If you lose both of them at the same time, you're still good because they have this whole system of recovery contacts and all of that, which, it guides you through setting all that up. It's super easy. Um, my wife set up a Bitkey from scratch, knowing nothing about it or how it worked in less than 6 minutes. My sister set up a Bitkey from scratch, knowing absolutely nothing about it, not even where to start. I literally handed her the box and said, see if you can get, $100 or $10 from Coinbase onto this device and I'll see how long it takes you. And it took less than 6 minutes. So buy yourself a Bitkey. It is the only reliable way to keep your Bitcoin out of the hands of hackers and scammers. And if you're worried that somebody's gonna, hold you up at gunpoint, well, go keep your Bitkey device in a safe deposit box at a bank, and then you can make sure that that doesn't happen too. But I have never heard of anybody I've known or in my extended network that had to worry about somebody in real life. It's entirely like 99.999% hackers and scammers. And that is solved beautifully by Bitkey. I mean, beautifully by Bitkey. Please, please, please buy yourself a Bitkey and do not let yourself get hacked and scammed. It is brutal to experience that. I do not want you to experience that. And if you have Bitcoin that's just sitting there on Coinbase, for example, hackers are very, very actively targeting Coinbase. I mean, constant text message blasts, constant emails, constant. I mean, every phone calls, live phone calls, it's just constant. Hackers trying to get Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin that is on Coinbase, just because that's the largest exchange in the United States. So it's what they focus on because that's the highest likelihood when they reach out to somebody that they will have a Coinbase account as compared to any other account. So please buy yourself a Bitkey for Labor Day weekend. They are $50 off, so it's only $99. Buy yourself a Bitkey. It's $99. And if $99 is prohibitively expensive for you, I will split it with you. If you send me a message on Facebook Messenger that says, I bought a Bitkey, and you actually bought a Bitkey, you got to actually do it. If you actually buy yourself a Bitkey and use it, I will send you 50 of those $99. I'll literally pay for 51% of your Bitkey just as an incentive for you to not get hacked and scammed. So again, if cost is an issue, I'll cover half of it. You've got to not get hacked and scammed, and getting yourself a Bitkey is the only reliable, foolproof way to not get hacked and scammed with your Bitcoin. Please, everyone, please do that. It's genius. It's brilliant. The way this thing is designed is just like the coolest invention in the world since the invention of Bitcoin itself. It is so easy to use. It's made for literally anyone on the planet to be able to self-custody their Bitcoin. That means have it in their own possession where it's not subject to hackers and scammers, and you're not going to get your account frozen by Coinbase or any other exchange. And if you've got your Bitcoin on Bitkey, they just don't bother you because, no hacker or scammer wants to try to convince you, to go get your Bitkey from a safe deposit box at a bank and touch it to the back of your phone. Like, none of their tricks for getting people to compromise their accounts, none of them work on Bitkey. It's just brilliant the way it's set up. So please, 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 please do that for your own sake. And I will even cover half the cost to you if you message me about it. But again, as long as you commit to actually, buying one, as long as you've already bought it and you commit to using it when it comes in. And you don't have to start by moving all your Bitcoin. Start by moving $100 and then just see how you feel, see how it works, get comfortable with it. Like, come on, please, please, please buy yourself a Bitkey. Please, you need to do this. It is important. Do not be the next person to lose all your Bitcoin because you didn't buy yourself a Bitkey. Please.